Welcome to another episode of Alan's Collection. Today I give you the Emperor of the Universe and the one responsible for the destruction of planet Vegeta. We're talking about Frieza in his second form, which gave quite the spectacle against Piccolo. So, let's begin! Oh, ho, 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 ho. Bandai Dragon Ball Z Frieza second form. Okay guys, here we have Frieza second form in the outer box. This is the outer box for Frieza second form. And I very much like this Frieza because this is the biggest form of Frieza that we will ever get. So very glad that we have Frieza on the second form. So here we have the front of the box, guys. And of course it's a classic window box. The only difference is that it's much larger than the regular SH Figuarts window box. And of course we can appreciate the towering Frieza, some of its accessories. And of course to the right we have the artwork, some images of Frieza, of the figure itself in cool poses. And of course below we have all the logos, Toei Animation, Dragon Ball Z, Tamashii Nations, Bandai, etc. Now let's check out the side of the box, the first side of the box. And of course we have a collage of images of Frieza. On the top part we see part of the arm. On the middle we see Frieza with an angry face, and below we have more arms. Now let's check out the back of the box. And of course we have here different poses for you to get some ideas of how to pose him. Flying in the ground, preparing a blast, or kicking. And below we have all the legal information and warnings. Now checking out the other side of the box is basically an extension of the front of the box. We can see the side of the figure, and we can see the name in quite big letters, Frieza second form, guys. Now we're back to the front of the box. It's time to check the blister box, guys. Okay guys, here we have Frieza second form. This is the blister box, and we can appreciate even more this towering figure, this big figure, the tallest form of Frieza. Very cool, guys. You can see all the accessories as well. You can appreciate all the accessories, the figure itself. Can't wait to review this on vanilla pose, guys. Let's do that. Okay guys, let's check out the vanilla pose for Lord Frieza in his second form. And he is looking very menacing, frightening, merciless. And of course, what stands out are those impaling horns, which make the figure and the character a threatening piece of art, guys. Let's check out the body sculpting first. And of course, this is a bulky, tall figure with different colors and sculpting, unlike Frieza's final form, which is very uniform. This has a torso that looks like a chest guard, very bulky chest guard, with white and purple parts. And then we have the arms and the legs in pink colors, which have horizontal pattern lines across the arms and legs. There's an orange tone on the shin guard. And then we have the 3 finger feet that sport a light purple tone. Now let's check out the head sculpt. And as I said earlier on, those horns are magnificent. Poor Krillin that had to be impaled by them, but they do look very cool. And of course the purple oval on the forehead looks awesome too. And the alien face of Frieza, like he's disgusted, he has this disgusted expression. Probably wondering how a Namekian such as Piccolo is so strong. So that's it, guys. Now let's check out the articulation for Frieza's first transformation, the second form. Now let's check out the articulation. Let's start with the head sculpt. As you can see, the head moves down, the head moves backwards, and the neck as well. And of course, then the head moves to the left, and the head moves to the right, along with the neck as well. And of course, you can tilt to the left and tilt to the right as well. Now let's check out the torso articulation, guys. The torso moves forward and the torso moves backwards. And you can move the torso to the left and move the torso to the right very nicely, guys. You can also tilt the torso left, tilt the torso to the right. Now let's check out the arm articulation. As you can see, the arm moves forward and the arm moves backwards and the arm moves out also very nicely. And as you can see, it has a bicep articulation. You can move the bicep, rotate the bicep all the way. It's very nicely. And of course, we have a double jointed elbow articulation. You can flex the elbow all the way up to here, very nicely. And finally, we have hand articulation or wrist articulation. You can move the hand up and down, and you can also rotate the wrist very nicely, guys. Now, let's check out the leg articulation. So the left leg moves forward very nicely and moves backwards. And also you can move the leg out very nicely, guys. Of course, you can rotate the thigh. You can move the thigh very nicely. And Lord Frieza in this second form also has a double jointed knee articulation. Very, very pleased. Let's check out the foot articulation. As you can see, the foot moves down, up and down. Also, the foot has a rocker. You can move the foot sideways very nicely. And that's it. Very, very pleased with Frieza's second form articulation, guys. Very, very highly recommended this figure. Okay, guys, let's check out now Frieza's second form's accessories. And we have quite a few accessories here. First, we have an extra helmet with its horns. It's interesting that SH Figuarts included an extra helmet, guys, as we already have one that comes with the figure. Then we have 3 additional faceplates. Let's check out the first one. Here we have a laughing or smirking faceplate, like for example mocking Goku's allies, which he very regularly did. The next faceplate is Frieza laughing with joy, for example as he is impaling poor Krillin. Next faceplate is Frieza struggling, for example as he struggled when he fought Piccolo in this second form. Next we have the extra hands. This first set of hands are the relaxed hands, as you can see, very nicely sculpted. Followed by the fighting technique hands. And finally the victory hands, or the peace hands, which I doubt Frieza ever meant for peace. Next we have some extra feet here, and it's highly unusual that a figure brings extra feet. It's usually hands that they bring. But I believe it's part of Frieza's body, so we get a pair of extra feet for making some flying poses, guys. Very cool. Very thoughtful from SH Figuarts. Next we have the ever so famous 4-star Namekian Dragon Ball. Nicely sculpted, guys. And finally we have the 2 tails. One is the tail for displaying your figure with its entire tail. And the other one is cut. It's a sliced tail. Of course, we all remember it was Krillin who cut Frieza's tail with his Destructo Disc technique. So let's check out the figure with the tails. So first we're going to start with the sliced tail. And as you can see, it slides well. And you can place it really easily. It goes really easily in the peg. And there we go. Here's Frieza after being attacked by none other than Krillin and his powerful Destructor Disc. Next we're going to place the other part of the tail, which is the unsliced tail. And we're going to remove this part from here, which is the end part of the sliced tail. So what we do is we remove this and we can now connect both tail pieces. And there you go. Here we have Frieza's very long tail, guys. It is a massive tail and it will help you display your figure without falling. It's like Frieza would bring an extra stand. It's his tail. And that's it for the accessories, guys. Okay guys, this is Frieza second form. The first thing that Frieza says after transforming into the second form is that his power level is in the form of over 1 million. He has surpassed the 1 million level. And the first move in this form was to impale Krillin with one of his horns, which almost killed Krillin. But distracted by an angry Gohan who managed to attack Frieza and ground him for a few seconds, Krillin was able to recover thanks to Dende's healing powers. But it was none other than Piccolo who arrived in time to fight against Frieza. Piccolo's strength had improved due to training with King Kai, but it was his fusion with the Namekian nail that really boosted his powers. However, Frieza revealed to have another transformation up his sleeve. So this is when Frieza transformed into the third form. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching this review. I have really enjoyed this figure. Do not forget to leave a comment, give a like, and of course subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next on Alan's Collection.